Welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. Reba here. So I've got my 3 container pots all filled up with dirt. I've got them pre-soaked, ready to go. Next step is to put the seeds from the 3 different fig trees into these container pots to find out how many of the seeds are actually going to germinate and if they are going to germinate. So my plan is to do that. I'm going to mark the outside of the containers with which tree the seedlings, or the seeds that is, came from. Then I'm going to put cling film wrap over the top of them to create kind of a moisture control barrier so that the water doesn't fully evaporate out of the pot too quickly. And that'll help keep the moisture in so that it'll help promote that germination a little bit quicker. And then once we have germination, I'll be able to tell. I can move the cling film off of the container pot so that we can keep an eye on it. I'm thinking about checking them every other day to every 3 days and just bring you guys along for this process. Let's see how many days it takes for them to possibly germinate. We are having a really warm fall, and because it is the beginnings of getting close to fall here, we're in September now, September 9th, chances are very high that I don't know. It just seems so warm, and this time of year we normally are having a lot cooler temperatures. So, but even anyways, the since I'm starting these figs so late, these seedlings so late in the season, I'm planning on going ahead and keeping them indoors for the winter. So I'll probably be homing them indoors on a window ledge or something like that. Or keeping them in the garage once they've gone dormant. So we'll just have to wait and see. We're going to play it by ear. We're going to keep them out in the greenhouse as long as I can. But before they go in the greenhouse, I'm just going to put the cling film on them and then put them near my grapevines, where right behind my little garden bench that I have now. And that way they're really close to where I'm going to be sitting a lot, so I can keep an eye on them. I can make sure that no big birds are getting them. I did have to move some seedlings indoors the other day because the little finches started eating all of the babies from the seedlings that I had just planted of some of that, the giant collards. And so I was really bummed about seeing that happen, but I still have plenty of them, so that is good. It's those tree collards, and so they get pretty big, and so I was wanting to grow some of that, and the little stinking birds, they got to them and ate a whole lot of the tops of them off. So I still have some, so I'm growing them out a little bit indoors, and then I'll bring them back out once they're a little bit more established, a little bit past the bird stage of killing them back. So I'm gonna watch these really, really carefully because the finches do love my yard. They always have, but I love the birds too. So I like to have something for the birds as well. I guess that's not really conducive to growing figs. A lot of times people are wanting to get the birds out of the yard, but I like having birds. So we're gonna have to find a happy place one day. I'll have to have some fruit planted that I don't care if the birds eat it. But at any rate, this is how they're looking. I got them prepped. I'm going to write down the labels with a paint marker on the outside. Tree number 1, fig tree number 2, and then that of the unknown Olive City Gem, which is seedlings that will come from my niece's tree that she has in her yard. And who knows, we might end up with something really great. So anyways, I will bring you back once I got the seeds in the container pots. It's been close to a day now, so I'm going to go ahead and get these seeds popped into the containers and rough it up. I think I'm going to use a chopstick to stir everything around and then make sure everything's off of it before I move on to the next pot. And then I'll bring you back once I got everything planted and put in there. I'm sprinkling the seeds at the surface, you guys, just so that you know what I'm doing. I'm not going to show you me actually doing it because I don't have a tripod in order to hold the camera, and it's kind of hard doing it all by myself, one-handed. So I'm just going to put the seeds at the top, use a chopstick to stir them around at the surface level, cover it over with cling film, and then I'll bring you back and show you them all finished. All right, I'm back. So I have finished and completed the task at hand. I almost feel like I need some tape to go around the plastic film, and so I'll see about looking to if we have any of tape or a rubber band or something like that to help keep the cling film down a little bit more. So there is the first one. I've got tree number 1. PS means possible seedlings. It looks like an R, but the dot got smudged with my fingers. Tree number 2, possible seedlings. And then again here, Olive City. My eye went into the C, so Olive City Gem, possible seedlings. And I got them all in there. Didn't really have to do a whole lot with the chopsticks. The seeds just kind of went throughout the soil quite nicely, and so now we wait. You guys will check in again in a couple days, about 2 days from today, and so this will be video number 2 for the day, and popped up the other one that I had done the other day already today, and then this one today as well. And so they're kind of on the shorter side, but I'm gonna go ahead and post it because I want to keep things fresh and get them done as they happen, like the videos and that sort of thing, so that I'm documenting it and that it's out there and people will know that I'm not making stuff up, because there's a lot of naysayers out in the communities, the people who are really super zealous about the figs and that sort of thing, and I want to document what I'm doing here so that there's no question at all that these would be seedlings, especially in the Pacific Northwest where I'm at. So anyways, come along for the journey. I'm watching the sprinkler and not my camera. Sorry guys. Anyways, thanks for coming along for this journey. I will check back in 2 days with you guys. So that'll probably be on Friday, and we'll check to see if there is anything happening with the seedlings. Then we'll check in again on Sunday and we'll see if anything's happening with these seedlings then as well. They're not going to stay right here. I'm going to leave them here for the day just because I want the heat to warm them, and then I'll be checking them every day myself, but we'll come back and I'll show you on Friday and then on Sunday and so forth. So every 2 days, every 2 to 3 days possibly, I'll be doing the videos on the seedlings, and we're just going to be watching to see if we get a seedling sprouted. And again, these will be wintered indoors this year, because I'm starting them so late in the season. This is again September 9th, and I just want to make sure that they survive, so they will be coming indoors, and then at some point most likely be placed into the garage where they won't get any frost or anything like that. So along with any of the other varieties that really need to have some protection from my collection from the winter. We are a grow zone 8, so chances are these would be okay here, but just for the safety sake, we're gonna overwinter them indoors. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for coming along. Comment, like, subscribe, click that bell button. As always, have a wonderful day and God bless. Bye.